there were songs that, like Brad was saying, there are some that didn't make it onto Barbara just for whatever reason weren't right for that project, but we still love them, and we tend to not forget those. There's a handful of them that we'll go back to and see if they're right for the next one.
Old Dominion, at last we get you right here in the studio. It's great to see you guys.
Good
You
to
too.
see.
Because we've done a number of Zooms, right? And I remember saying to you, when you're here, will you swing by? And here you are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So
True to our word.
Absolutely. And I'm delighted, by the way, so that you're here.
Thank you.
Busy time right now. I checked out the other day. Well, you've just come from Belfast. Did you just fly over today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
This is our
Just
first stop.
From the airport
Literally.
to here.
Oh, wow.
Came straight from the airport.
Talk about like literally being on a roller coaster kind of thing. I saw a video, by the way, on your socials. You were enjoying a bit of Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those, yeah.
Do you normally? Because this is a thing I often think of. Because it's a bit of a whistle stop, isn't it? You've just done Scandinavia, then Northern Ireland, and now you're here. Do you ever get a chance to just take it all in? You clearly did in Belfast last night.
Yeah,
But
we try to. It's not a ton of time, but we do try to get out and experience.
We get to take some in. I don't know if we get to take it all in.
Yeah.
I seem to get too many chances to take it in personally. But yeah.
I suppose as well, you can take it two ways, can't you? You can either go, oh God, we got to travel, we got to do this, or you just embrace it and go with it, right?
For sure. And I mean, with the band, there's always somebody in the group that on one particular day is like, I don't really want to. But then, you kind of like, no, this is an
Yeah,
opportunity.
it
We're
is
having-
really a mindset. You got to kind of, you can either be sad about it or.
No, absolutely.
I love it.
I was curious as well because we get a lot of artists in here, and normally they're solo artists. So that's a completely different dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys are like a unit. So do you go and do things together generally, though, or do you go, look, we spend enough time on the on the stage together?
We wind up together a lot through
Yeah.
it all. Yeah, at least some of us here and there. We'll eat breakfast and lunch and stuff together, and sometimes you wander off and take some alone time, and then wind up back together.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm with five of you as well. Even if two don't want to do it, three might. Or,
Yeah.
So I guess. And could you ever see yourselves going back? Because I know you all started out as songwriters initially. Could you ever see yourselves, going back to that one day, or are you always going to be the
We're
unit?
still doing it.
Well, I saw you. Yeah, you had an album recently.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I'm not even talking about my own, but yeah, I did have an album, but we still write for other people also,
Well, that was a question of mine. So, would you write independent of each other, or do you write as a unit for those?
We've always done it. Always, we write with each other. We write separate from each other. Sometimes there'll be two of us with somebody else or whatnot, or sometimes by ourselves. So we're always doing that, and some of those songs end up being Old Dominion songs, and sometimes not.
Is it hard as songwriters to give? I was going to say give stuff away, but do you know what I mean? You're handing over this little creation to someone else.
No.
Or do you? No.
No, it's an honor. It's an honor when somebody chooses to. There's so many great songs and so many great songwriters in Nashville. So it's really an honor when somebody chooses yours.
Yeah. Oh, I got to say, by the way, congratulations. You've just been on an announcement about induction into the Walk of Fame. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that happens next month.
Yes.
That's
November
brilliant, isn't
11th, I think.
It is funny. It's one of those things that kind of got shoved onto the schedule, and it was like, I'm looking at our schedule is busy, and I'm going, oh, we have to do that. I'm like, wait a second, that hasn't that. It took a moment to sink in. Like, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, and I keep getting text messages about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't even thought about it. It's just like, yeah, we can be there for that, and then we've just been like pushed and pulled every which way here.
And for all the awards and all the things you've achieved and all the hits and stuff, does that really genuinely still mean something? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, something like that definitely does. The awards and stuff are very cool, and we're very lucky to have won as many as we have, and it's rewarding. It's never what we're thinking about, but something like getting your name in the Nashville Walk of Fame. It's really kind of. It just shows how we've left a true mark, on that culture and the fabric of country music in general.
And it's there forever.
Yeah.
That's the beauty, isn't it?
Until they build some
Until I steal it in the middle of the night, chisel it up.
Until they've run out of room. And it's like, Old Dominion. I'm sure that's not going to happen. Barbara, by the way, love the album. And I'm not just saying that because, we get a lot of people in here, but I'm a genuine fan, and I thought the album is absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you
so
very much.
That, it's great. And Am I right in thinking there's a regular? It's almost like every 2 years there's an album comes out.
Right?
Yeah. They just, keep flogging us.
Get back in that room and write some more. Is that
I think
what
we're
it's like?
starting the next one in December. We're starting to record in December. For the
I'm
next
always interested in this because for the fans, they anticipate and wait for the next project, right? But of course, you guys, although the album's very fresh, you guys are already working on the next thing and maybe the next thing again. It's hard for us to get our heads around that.
Well, yeah, and also it's like, the next thing could have an old song on it. You know what I mean? We just have written so many songs that you never know where they're going to come. There'll be some new ones. There'll be some older ones, so.
That's interesting because, do you have a vault somewhere or a hard drive these days that you kind of have all this stuff waiting to
It's
go?
all just kind of like in text threads where we send them to each other.
Yeah.
We have to go back through and listen through songs. There are songs that like Brad was saying, there are some that didn't make it onto Barbara just for whatever reason weren't right for that project, but we still love them and we tend to not forget those. There's a handful of them that we'll go back to and see if they're right for the next one.
Isn't that a great situation to be in though as well? You could have the other end of the scale where you can we need to 13 songs for this next album. You guys are swamped with material and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that does happen a lot in Nashville is artists, their teams are out there looking for material for an album, and it's a big deal. And I always think about what a luxury this organization is that there's just a surplus. Yeah.
Do you get approached, by the way, as songwriters now more than anything for material for other artists? We've touched on it already that you write for other artists, but do other management come your way or maybe someone at your label going, have you got anything for whoever?
Occasionally. It happens.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily always work out, but occasionally, and we'll get paired with other artists or other songwriters too. And someone's looking for a song, you give it your best shot and hope it sticks.
Do you have those kind of writing sessions? Is that do you all write together or do you write independent and then go, I have an idea? Or so it's whatever, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about collaborating on song rather than writing, though? That doesn't happen that often, does it?
Not terribly often. We've done a few here and there. We did with Megan Maroney, and we collaborated with Gladys Knight and
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
Yeah. So occasionally, obviously, we were playing the Megan Maroney one. Your song with her, and that worked really well.
Yeah, I think for us, we don't try to force it. I think a lot of that happens in Nashville. Everybody's collaborating with everybody, and it seems like it's very intentional. For us, it's more like we might have a song like the Gladys Knight thing where we've already recorded it, and we go, it would be cool if we could find somebody. And so it's a little bit more of a organic process, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's also inherently a little easier for two solo artists to just be like, hey, let's do something. For us, it's like, how are we going to collaborate with these 5 dudes? Or, it's a little
We're
bit
already in a constant state of collaboration with each other.
Right.
Yeah, of course. There's multi-layers here, going on. How about, because it takes much more effort, clearly, to jump on a plane and come here and the logistics of it all. But it's worth it, obviously, for the fans as well. We're delighted to have you. But as artists, do you get a bit of a kick out of performing to a completely different audience or in a different part of the world?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just feel like, what is this, our 4th time back here? And
it's more than that.
It might be more than
I feel like this is like the first time where I'm like, okay.
Oh, we have.
Now we have to come back here.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah.
The crowds are getting a little bigger, and it's like just feels a little bit more solid, which is cool.
Well, I saw you at Country to Country, and it was just an absolute treat to capture that. And now you're here, in your own right again. So that's wonderful for us. I'm going to ask you about your bar as well, Odie's.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
Venue. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Focusing on
available
that.
for sale.
Yeah. Talk about being branded up.
Right.
I didn't even clock that to be.
He's got the Odie's underwear on right now.
Yeah.
A mankini or something going on.
Yeah.
But I know just about all the artists are trying to go that way, but that must be great. First of all, having your own venue.
It's
so
very
fun.
cool.
Yeah, it's really been awesome. We didn't expect it to kind of take as well as it has too. We just thought this is a cool idea and fun, and we'll see what happens. But it's really kind of turned into a really cool hotspot in Nashville.
And I've noticed as well, because I mentioned the Guinness in Belfast a little while ago, but I've seen on previous visits you're no strangers to going to the pub which is great. But now you've got your own one. I mean, that must be a wonderful feeling. You just walk down there and you go, I think I'll have that there, and I'm not going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, they don't ever charge us.
They don't ever charge us. Which I say, I'm part owner of a restaurant in New York City, and they always charge me. I don't ever get off even a discount at that place.
You're doing something wrong if I might just suggest. There's something not right there, for sure. Oh, no, that's brilliant. I've also got to mention, you did a run of shows at the Ryman earlier this year, right? And that raised a stack of money. Mm-hmm. So what was where did that come from? How?
It came from, we won the CMA Awards for the 7th year in a row for Group of the Year. And that was, I think, a record for consecutive wins. And we just thought it would be a cool way to honor that record, by performing a residency at the Ryman and giving it all to charity. And, we've been given so much. So just a way to give back to that community and to people who need it. It was a really great way. It was really one of the things I'm most proud of as a band that we've done.
That's a brilliant thing, though, isn't it? Because, a lot of people talk the talk and stuff, but you guys actually delivered as well. And the fans got, 7 shows out of it, too.
Yeah, those were some of the most fun shows because every night, we did 7 shows in 4 days. So we did 2-a-days for a while. And we would plan the first two songs of the night, and then we just turn it over to the fans. And so every set list was different. Every night was its own unique show. So it was really cool.
So it's not like you're just, going, no, I don't mean going through the mud, but you know what I mean? It's like a carbon copy of...
Every show was different.
Is that how you deal with your tour as well? I mean, do you get a different vibe for a different city or a different audience, or do you go, we'll shake this up, or how does it work?
On the tour, it's a little more, the set list is a little more structured, but we always do leave room because we have these great fans and we have this huge catalog of music, and so we want to give them an opportunity. If there's something that they want to hear that isn't going to be one of the top 10 or 12 songs that everybody wants, we want a chance to perform for them. Yeah.
Oh, if you see a sign in the, please play,
Take
or I'm getting engaged and this is our song, or you'll do a bit of that.
We always do
absolutely,
for sure.
Well, we'll watch out for that. I'll watch out for that tomorrow night as well. I'm really excited that you're here, and it's brilliant, and I'm delighted. Just before I let you go, because I know you guys are really busy and probably just a bit tired too after your flight. You mentioned earlier on your next project. Can you tell us anything about that? What you're already working on?
We don't really know. We're still in the writing process. We've been writing all summer on the road, so we have a brand new stockpile of songs, and once this tour is over, we'll start whittling down what we feel like we want to record. So we don't have a clue yet what direction we're going.
Okay. Well, I tried to ask.
Yeah.
We tried to tell you.
I'd tell you if we had an idea, but we really don't.
And lastly, because, it's coming across loud and clear, you guys, so busy. You're even writing when you're on the road, so there's no break at all. What do you do to just get away? Because, this is work. You come in to see us and then you're performing. What do you do to just get away from it all?
I went to Key West, Florida for a couple days right before this tour, just to kind of get some sunshine in and relax and hang with the family and see the kids and play with the dogs and
the normal
stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When we get back home to Nashville, I have kids too, so it's like you sort of step out of this life and step back into home life and recharge the battery and connect. Maybe golf a little too.
Yeah. And I'm down to the pub every now and again as well.
Yeah, down to the pub. Yeah.
But do sort out that restaurant thing, because I'm a bit worried. I'm a little worried somebody is not being straight with you.
I'm worried too. I guess I'm definitely not getting a discount.
Oh, no. You're not.
Oh, well, listen, guys, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm delighted you've taken the time to come in here, and I'm looking forward to the gig.
Absolutely. We are too.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.